Hey everyone, today we'll be talking about what happens if you inherit a Roth IRA. There's a couple of different topics we're going to be covering here, whether you're a spouse, whether you're the child, whether you're not related to the person at all, or what if you're you own a trust, you're a trustee and a Roth is inherited, what are the things that happen here? So we're going to go over what your options are and maybe what the best option is for each group of people depending on what's going on. So we're going to first start off with a different kind of beneficiaries. So there's an eligible designated beneficiary. That's normally the spouse, right, or maybe the child of the deceased, non-spouse or spouse. There is a non-eligible beneficiary. That's really anyone else outside of the immediate family there. And then there's also a non-designated beneficiary. That is normally not a person. Well, I say not normally, it isn't a person. It's normally a trust, a business, or organization. All these have different rules depending on who's inheriting the money. So we're going to start with the spouse and what that looks like there. So for a spouse, it actually gives you the most amount of options of anyone else here. So really, one, you could actually treat the Roth as your own. So you can make your own Roth IRA and move the money over to there. Basically, it acts just like a normal Roth would for anybody else, but for yourself. Normally, that's the option that is taken, but keep in mind you have the 59.5 rule. So if you're under the age of 59.5 and inherit a Roth and you might need the money, this might not be the best option because, treat it like a Roth IRA and you can't get that money until you're 59.5, releases the earnings on that account. Also, keep in mind, too, the Roth had to have been going on for at least 5 years for the beneficiary to get the tax-free benefit. An important rule there. That's really for all the cases here on that end. So we make sure that when we inherit that Roth, it's been open for at least 5 years prior. Good to know on that end. The other thing, too, a spouse can do, so they can do a lifetime withdrawal. So what that means is they can actually take that based on an IRS code there, you'll see what your age are, and take money over your lifetime according to that distribution rate that they give you. And there's also the 10-year rule. A 10-year rule lets you take money out over that 10-year time period. You can take a lump sum year one, take all the money out tax-free, or you can wait till year 9 and take all that money out tax-free. That's another option you have here. So ultimately, you got to choose what's best for you in your circumstance as a spouse, but odds are most people might choose to treat your Roth IRA as your own if you're going to treat it as your retirement account going forward. If you need the money today, the lifetime or 10-year could be an option there on that end. So I want to make sure you kind of know what your options are as a spouse and what you can do with it going forward. Now, if you're not the spouse, what are your options here? Well, one thing you can't do is treat the Roth like your own. That's one that's kind of taken off the list on that end. There's actually a couple things that you kind of have to do here. One is you have the 10-year rule. Meaning over 10 years, you take that money out, just like the spouse, where year 1, year 10, or a little bit in between, you can take this money out tax-free. Earnings as well, as long as the account isn't open for more than 5 years. If the account has not been open for more than 5 years, you may owe taxes on the earnings inside of there. Keep that in mind. The other way you can do this too, as the non-spouse, is you can take it over the lifetime of the younger, whether it's yourself or the decedent. And you can take it up to age 72. So keep that in mind there when this is happening. How that might work, let's say you inherit this money and you're 50 and the decedent is 45. Then since he's 45, he's younger than you, you can use his age and take income throughout your life up until age 72. So then you would take everything out at that point and take it all out there. So kind of a unique rule there that you can utilize on the lifetime end. Literally the top two there, the 10-year rule, you could take that money right away in a lump sum if you wanted to, or wait the 9 years and have it grow tax-free and get it later. So you got some options here when it comes to the non-spouse. Now, if you're a non-eligible beneficiary, really the one rule that you have here is you have the 10-year rule. So you have 10 years to take this money out of a Roth IRA. Could be year 1, could be year 10, right? You have those 10 years to take that money out of the account. And if you're a non-designated beneficiary, okay, and this one, you actually have something called the 5-year rule. So instead of 10 years, you have 5 years to take that money out of there. Again, if you're a business, you're a trust, right? Different stuff happening within here, different rules. This is a non-person. That's again the inherited Roth IRA. It's a 5-year period. It's a big difference you're seeing there. So good to know on this end. If you inherit a Roth IRA, what are your options? Make sure you're doing the right things, not doing anything that's going to get you in trouble with the IRS, and making sure you make the best choice for you based on the options you have. Hopefully you learned a lot. Like and subscribe to our channel. If you want more information on Roth IRAs or retirement planning in general, definitely check out our channel for other videos like this.